Today, Precarious plays Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. So, to conclude today's topic, it mainly just perturbs me how there are like, I'm trying to think of it's really easy to think of feminine eye candy. It's very easy to think of like masculine people that are masculine and they're attractive because they're doers, you know?
They're doing something for you.
Yeah, they do stuff.
That's damaging too.
Yeah, it is. I think so, because then
it turns you into a fixer instead of a listener.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's sort of like an expectation of like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, like, Okay, might need to pay a little more attention to what's happening there. What do we got? Target is part of a security system. Shoot the target to rotate lens components. Okay. Alright, and does it rotate them? Okay, so counterclockwise? Is it always counterclockwise? No. That's a pain. Okay, I will puzzle away at this. Oh. I didn't think that I was going to solve it that quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of an example right now of somebody a character that they're just attractive, like a masculine character.
An ornament?
No, a masculine character that is attractive because they do stuff. Like maybe Sam Fisher?
Remind me who Sam Fisher is?
He is Splinter Cell, I think.
I don't know. I'm not familiar.
I
know what Splinter Cell is.
You know what? I'm gonna suggest that Solid Snake kind of fits this because he's got a rugged
fine.
He's got a rugged handsomeness about him and has a very memeable ass.
Yeah, he does.
But I think he's both. He's a very heroic character, so the expectation is like, the boys will want to be him and the girls will want to love him. You know? So, that's the thing. I think that's the thing where it's like male pop culture characters, it's always this duality of this is somebody that you either want to emulate or romance. Whereas a lot of female characters, it's just like, if you want to be this person, then it's just because you want like the benefits of
the attention.
Yeah, of being attractive in the way that they are. Kind of like, I would say like most of the fighters from Dead or Alive.
Yeah, like I have to say that whenever we're talking about the generation of games that I grew up playing, the only characters that I was interested in, like, emulating at all for the purposes of doing instead of looking a certain way were Samus and Lindis. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the whole list, and I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I didn't play every game that came out. I also started playing video games later. Maybe Petra? I don't know. Petra seemed like kind of a kid, you know?
Petra
from Wind Waker. It's Petra the pirate, right?
Tetra.
Oh,
Tetra.
My bad. Well, she seemed cool. Basically,
because it's a triangle thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Does it?
Tetra is 4.
Why is her name Tetra?
I thought it was Petra the pirate because it's alliterative. I might be right.
Suddenly now, no, her name is definitely Tetra.
Okay, well then I don't know.
But suddenly I'm not sure why her name is Tetra. Am I
Is it because
Are we collectively misremembering? Hold on, do a Google search for Tetra because now I'm like,
but
no,
you know
there's
who
no
I'm
way.
talking about,
there's
right?
no way they named the character where the main motif, one of the principal visual icons of the franchise is a triangle, and they named her after a square.
Well, she doesn't quite fit. She's kind of an extra.
Spoilers for Wind Waker, she's Zelda. It's her legend.
It's the point is to make her. It's Tetra, yeah.
Yeah. No, look up the definition of Tetra.
Okay.
No, you're right because it's a tetronymo. It's Tetris.
And a
Tetris is 4.
Tetrahedron, yeah.
Why is her name Tetra?
A tetra is a small tropical freshwater fish that has the same colors. Look at it. That makes sense. That makes sense.
That's cute.
That's
I guess.
Tetrafish. Have you? Yeah. Okay, I'm remembering this.
More Denzium, I think.
They're popular pets. I remember wanting tetrafish because they were really small and they eat nothing, and you can keep them in a small aquarium, and they're very brightly colored, and you can get black lights for them, and they glow.
Interesting all around. Okay, what were we talking about before that huge derailment? Maybe Tetra. So it's like...
But Tetra wasn't playable, so it's just like, cool, I'm glad you're here, but also, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
You know?
Because I played more games than you, and I had very different sort of like expectations and criteria. I think about characters that I either wanted to emulate or thought they were attractive. And I remember playing like Mega Man Legends and being smitten with Roll.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, she's an attractive blonde, sure. But also it's because she's an engineer and mechanically she does something really useful for you, and they make sure that you recognize that, you know? Like, you know that you wouldn't be able to get through the game. You wouldn't be able to go on that adventure if you didn't have Roll's mechanical expertise.
Yeah.
Similarly, another early crush for me was Misty, and from Pokemon, and when I met that character, when I was introduced to Misty, she was like older than me, and she was the gym leader, which means she was like in charge of stuff, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
It's like,
I wasn't thinking
you're not
of
that
Pokemon.
much. You're not that much older than me, but you're the gym leader. That's cool.
I remember thinking Misty was really cool too, because at the time I was really into swimming.
Yeah, but
I was like, yes.
But it's undeniable that they are both, Roll and Misty are both very conventionally attractive within their demographic, within their age range.
Yeah. I mean, Lindis was really cool, but again, conventionally attractive, very young, you know.
And even younger in Japan.
Yeah.
They did that thing again.
Yeah.
That happened. It happens often enough that it's like, you guys are gonna suspicious of this?
This does not make you feel weird?
If you keep having to do it, then maybe there's a problem.
Yeah, that's odd. Anyway. But, yeah, I'm really racking my brain for, like, anything video game related where, like, I was like, yes, I want to go live that life. I mean, I would say the only other feminine protagonist that... Are there more on that list? I mean, you know, there are more now. I don't know, is Mass Effect... No, that doesn't count because I built her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, she's badass, but it's because I built her badass, so
you played
I'm badass.
Like a yeah.
Like,
So, I think one of the first examples of a female character, a feminine character, that I didn't think, like, they are pretty and also cool.
Uh-huh.
Might have been the boss.
Mm-hmm.
From Metal Gear Solid 3.
Older woman.
Yeah.
Solidly built, but also
she's
still pretty.
Yeah,
hot. She's in good condition.
I think that she's hot in the same kind of way that Snake
I think
is.
so too. Yeah, I think they're definitely in the same category. How I can explain that, I'm not sure, but
where it's just sort of like they're fit and they're
mature
rugged
people who are capable.
I wonder if I need a power up to get up there. I'm just gonna bypass it for now because I think it's just missiles. I remember thinking, like, the boss is just admirable. I could not imagine a scenario where I would be like, hey, the boss, do you want to go to the dance with me?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to go to a dance?
Yeah.
Even if I were like, even if we were of a similar age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even if we're not a what's it called, a May December romance.
Mm-hmm.
I think that who else? I'm just wondering, Nintendo is supposed to be like a family-friendly type of content producer, right?
Yeah.
Why do they have so many hot blondes just lying around?
Because if you go by the Umbrella Academy standards, that's mom or wife. That's mom-wife.
It's just sort of like everybody can find something to love in a hot blonde.
Yeah, it's mom-wife. You know, that person that takes care of your needs that you can't take care of for yourself.
It's
whatever they are, romantically, like sandwich-wise, you know, like
bounty hunting, space things. I'm just thinking about how, like, I made a joke with somebody recently about how, like, I thought it was really silly that Link specifically got added to, he got invited to go-karting in one of the Mario Karts. Mm-hmm. And it's like they already had enough hot blondes. They didn't need another one. And it's because they already had like Peach and Rosalina.
Yeah.
So there's sort of a truth to it. And even this is getting to weird territory. So I apologize for
now? Okay.
for bringing just now, you prude.
I am a bit of a prude.
This is getting into like trying to put a value on the sexiness of like a vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that kind of abstraction.
Somehow we managed.
But even Isabelle from Animal Crossing falls into the same category within her setting.
Yes,
right?
She is mom wife, yeah.
And she's a blonde.
And everyone loves her. She's
a full body blonde.
She's blonde all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's because anybody that's like, that's weird because she's a cartoon and an animal. Yeah, it's very deliberate that they made the mayor's secretary a helpful, cheerful, friendly blonde character.
And if anybody wants to be odd about it, be like, you know Lola Rabbit, right? Like, you've seen her?
Yeah. She's blonde too, isn't she?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. No, that is forever that was in the ads, and now that is the perpetual, you know, I think that we have eroded it somewhat at this point, but no, there is a lot of precedent for that being the friendly, caregiving archetype
Yeah.
visually.
So I think that there are no solutions here. I'm just musing. I'm just wondering aloud about like here's the ultimate thing that I wanted to get at today. Mm-hmm. And are we over? I think we're over.
We're over. We can wrap up.
We might have to do one more to find a save room, and if we do, then there's something that I want to conclude. I want to actually conclude this conversation, which is like what do we do? How do we solve this problem for the world?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to do that.
Step 1, take box. Step 2, explode box. Problem solved. The solution was held within the box.